Hi, this is Micornus Phokane, the leader and the founder of the Young Men Empowerment Forum. Today, I want to deal with a topic that speaks about how to make quick decisions in your life. How to make quick decisions in your life. And I know that there are many of us who procrastinate a lot and cannot make decisions. And we dilly-dally about decisions and we cannot make them. And there are a lot of reasons why you cannot make decisions. But today we want to help you and give you some nuggets on how do you make quick decisions in your life. How do you make decisions quickly in your life? Now, what I want to speak about today, I want to say limit your options if you are to make quick decisions in your life. Now, life is full of options, and I'm sure you know that, and a lot of things that come to mind when you are to make decision. Especially if you have lived for quite a while in this world, you must have a lot of options in life, or learned a lot of options based on your experience, of course, what you have been exposed to in your life. And sometimes it's a matter of culturally where you grew up and the culture that you grew up in. It actually provides a lot of options in life. Sometimes when you grow up and start getting on to having education and going to school, higher education and so on, you start to see things differently. And the perspective that you have, generally what it does, it creates a lot of options in anything that you do. Now, when you have to make a decision, you find that you are actually caught in two minds, or many minds actually, in the reason that you are actually thinking of a lot of things of how to sort out matters or how to settle them. And then you've got a lot of options to choose from based on the background that you have. Now, I'm saying that if you are to make quick decisions, then be able to limit yourself to fewer options, or limit your options. And it is actually a skill also to limit options, because many would hear me saying limit options, but they don't know even how to limit options. As I say, the options will come because you might have experienced certain options working in certain areas. You might have actually learned from a culture that a certain way of doing things is the way to do. You might actually have people that are advising you, maybe currently, about how to do things at that particular time. So that creates a lot of options, and that creates confusion generally when there's a lot of options. Now, how do you then limit your options? Number one, you must actually know yourself, because if you have got self-knowledge yourself, you know who you are. You know what you prefer. You know what you love and what you don't like. You know what you can do, what you cannot do. When you know yourself well, you can be able to limit your options in any given time. But also, it's not only that. I want to also say you don't know only yourself, but you must know your destiny. You must know your assignment in life. You must know your vision in life. Because when you know your destiny, it is actually going to try to help you to limit your options as well, because your options will be limited to be in line with your destiny, to be in line with your vision and your calling, if you have one. The assignment that you came for on earth would actually dictate on how you look at some of the options. You'll be able then to select and deselect some of the options and limit them to fewer options. Because many times we don't limit options and we've got a lot of options. One, because we don't know ourselves. There's no self-knowledge. And secondly, it's not self-knowledge only, but your vision or your assignment, you're not cognizant of. You don't even know what your assignment is. But the more you know your assignment, you would know how to limit your options, because you'll align everything in that regard. Now, preferences then becomes very important as well, because you would prefer that which align with you as a person, that resonates with yourself. Because remember that self-knowledge, it will actually speak to your belief system as well. Because your belief system may dictate how you look at things, how you do things as well. And there are times when you will align your options within a certain belief system. And that reduces the options that you would have had. Because if you were to judge something with different perspectives, say politically, psychologically, for instance, religiously, for instance, socially, for instance. If you allow those options, all of them, to flood into your mind, you don't limit it to a certain value system, which would be maybe your religious system or your religious beliefs, that can only be able to reduce your options to minimal. And when you've reduced your options to minimal, then the choice becomes more easier. Remember that it's like when you're dealing with a multiple choice question, that if you ask a multiple choice question and you've got a lot of options, it gets even a bit more complicated and more confusing. And most of the time, many people fail because they are looking at the options, they look like the same, the options look like they're all good. And because most of the time, the options that we're talking about, they will all look very appropriate. They will also all look very good. They will also look like they are befitting to the answer of or to the solution that you need at a particular time. But I want to urge you that not every option is the right one. They may look the right, but there are those options that may waste time in your life. There are those options that may actually waste resources in your life. There are those options that may waste your own life itself or put your life in danger. So therefore, you must actually select options that are safer, number one, options that are actually able to manage your time, not time consuming. And also, you must also look at options as well that will not put your life in danger. Because those are type of things that you're looking at. And then you limit those options, you make them fewer, and the fewer they are, the more easier it is for you to make a decision. Now, limit your options if you are to make quick decisions. Because many of people I know that they're struggling to make decisions is because they are actually depending on opinions of people. They're depending on advices and a lot of advices from other people. And from there, those advices, because they're coming from different sources, and you trust those sources differently as well, you are struggling to make a choice of your own. And sometimes it's that still voice within you that will actually help you to limit your options and make actually the right quick decision in a certain way. But I want to emphasize this before we close, that when you take long in making decisions, time lost cannot be regained. And time is money. Remember that the more you waste time, the more you waste actually resources as well. And I want to emphasize that time is the biggest resource that you have in your life. So therefore, don't waste it by delaying, by not making the decisions quickly. And make yourself with limited options, and you will be able to make a decision quickly, and you will not delay at all. I want to end up here today. Your host, Micornus Phokane, the leader and the founder of Young Men Empowerment Forum. I hope that you will start limiting your options as you make choices in your life so that you can make quicker decisions that will save you money and time in your life. Before I check out right now, I want you to remember our Facebook page, Young Men Empowerment Forum. I want you to also remember Facebook page, Micornus Phokane. So please like and follow us there. Click notification buttons as well. Don't forget that we've got these videos on TikTok as well. They will actually help you. You will learn under Micornus Phokane. You'll find these videos there. But on top of that, we have got also YouTube channel that is under Young Men Empowerment Forum and Micornus Phokane as well. So please visit those as well. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Click notification buttons as well. Your life shall never be the same again. I want to end up here today and say cheers for now.